Camera. Good morning, students. How are you all? Fine? Read newspaper? Important news? Tell me the important news titles. The things that were in news. First, we'll discuss that and then we'll proceed with the topics. Okay? So, no, past week. From 15th of March to 21st March, like yesterday and day before yesterday, what all things were in news? About India's foreign exchange reserves. Huh? India's forex reserves are increasing. So this was in news, right? Any other thing that was in news? Any meeting, conference, international conference, or any relations with any country which India is strengthening? Prime Minister's visit, anything? Economy, related to economy? Anupriya, news in the newspaper. Tell me the news in newspaper. Ashwant, any news that you read? So many news were there. One major event happened. Whenever any woman holds a significant position or for the first time or after so many years, so that becomes important. If she becomes the prime minister, president, or any president of the committee, that becomes important. So always write those news, huh? Because questions will be asked. And that committee itself becomes important then because it is in news and it is a milestone that has been achieved. So it is related to gender equality also. So one topic will be there related to that, women being the president of the committee. Any other news? Come on, guys, participate. There were so many things in news. Dialogue, any dialogue that was in news, any breakthrough, India satellite related to satellites, space dock. Huh? Okay, let's proceed. I think you will not be able to answer this question. Eh? So, missions, schemes, government schemes, how they are relevant and what kind of questions can come. So, Anupriya will tell us why this topic is important and what kind of questions can come from this topic. Anupriya, tell me. Why this topic is important and what kind of questions can come. Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission. Yes. So what kind of questions can come? Full form. Okay. Next. Features. Features of the scheme, right? This scheme is very important because it is the largest pan-India scheme for what? Largest. It is the largest. Related to health insurance, one scheme is there, which is the largest pan-India scheme. That is different. This is, what is the difference between this? See, Ayushman with the same name, Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Scheme. So, largest pan-India scheme catering to what? Health infrastructure. It is given in the title itself. Health infrastructure. Health infrastructure comprises of what? Health infrastructure. There are different stages, right? First is primary, second is secondary, third is tertiary, right? So all these phases will be covered under this. And what is the mission of this? What is the aim of this mission? What is the aim of this mission? First of all, very important that, see, this pandemic, Corona was there, right? what happened is we were not strong enough to face this thing. Situation was not strong enough. So what is the main goal of this scheme is to build robust infrastructure. We have to have that strong infrastructure that will be doing what? We are ready to face any challenge for any pandemic, for any epidemic. Okay, so this is the main reason for launching of this thing. But this scheme was earlier known as Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Atmanirbhar Bharat Swasthya Yojana. So the name has been changed. Pradhan Mantri Atmanirbhar. It will be there in the slide. We'll move. Okay. So PM Abhim, Delhi to ink pact with center next week. Delhi will be signing an MOU with the center. Why? Why Delhi will be signing an MOU for PM Abhim? Because health is what? A component of? Health comes under which list? State list, center list, or both lists? There are 3 lists in the constitution, right? So this becomes another important topic. Central list, state list, and sorry, concurrent list. Under which list this health component comes? Hello, online students. How are you all? Health. Delhi to sign an MOU. Why Delhi is signing an MOU? Central, if it comes under, health comes under directly under central center list, then Delhi will not be signing an MOU, right? It will be implementing. Center will be automatically implementing now. But because health is a state list subject, so Delhi has to. Same like education. Center list or state list. This NEP is in news, right? NEP is in news, yes or no? So every state is signing what? For implementation. It cannot be directly implemented. State has to take part. So education becomes what? State, comes under state. So this point is also very important. So Delhi's government will be signing with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So this ministry becomes important. This will be implementing. Okay. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This is the next important point which can be asked. So statement-based question can also be given. Feature-based question can also be given. And important component, is it a centrally sponsored scheme or central sector scheme? That can also be asked, right? So it aims to involve what? Implement what? Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission. Now full form we already know, and it is centrally sponsored scheme. Major components are centrally sponsored, right? And some components are central sector component, means only center will be funding for those components, creating wellness center or some other component. So some parts are central sector component and majority is with centrally sponsored scheme. Both central and state will be participating. So there is a difference between centrally sponsored scheme and central sector scheme. Centrally sponsored scheme, what happens is, in centrally sponsored scheme, union and state both contribute towards the fund. Anu, this is a very old concept now in the current affairs class. Centrally sponsored scheme is both will be participating. Center and state will be participating financially, contributing. So ratio can be 60-40. 60 for the center or 40 for the state, or 90-10 in eastern areas, northeastern areas. Then central sector scheme, 100% fund allocation by central government. Okay. Okay, so some will be funded totally by the central government and more components will be funded by both the thing. Now, very, very important, because it is the largest pan-India scheme catering to infrastructure. What is the total budget? This number you should remember. Sometimes remembering the number becomes important, okay? 64,180, but it will not be asked. But at least you should have an idea that around 64,000 crore is the budget. This is the main aim. We have to have a robust system at all level, primary, secondary and tertiary level, to ensure that we are prepared, right? Objectives: improved infrastructure, pandemic preparedness, affordable and accessible healthcare, right? We have to have the system. Next is key components are what? Strengthening infrastructure. So these will be done under this establishment of wellness center, Ayushman Arogya Mandir. Next is disease surveillance and public health labs. and critical care infrastructure. Okay. So this is very important because we people have no money when it comes to like treatment is such a big, it takes huge amount for getting good treatment, right? And seeing the things that are currently going on in this world, it is very important to have this system so that we support people. We have that system. Next is central and state government role. What will be the central and state government role? Public health and hospitals are state subject. So implementation lies with the state government. Okay. Next is it provides technical. What MOHFW will do? It will be providing the support in financial matter, in technical matter, and implemented through the National Health Mission framework. Very, very important. Another topic. See, PM Abhim is there, but this again comes National Health Mission. What is this? So this will be doing what? Supplementing. PM Abhim will be supplementing National Health Mission. It is not a part of National Health Mission. National Health Mission is different. PM Abhim is different. So they both will be working towards the creating the infrastructure, strong infrastructure. So a statement, if statement comes that National Health Mission is PM Abhim is part of National Health Mission, this will not be right. This will be wrong. Okay. Correct, Anupriya? Okay. Awareness generation is also a component. Significance is what? So we have to strengthen our infrastructure, better disease surveillance, very, very important. If we are not surveilling the diseases, its control will be a big task for us. Accessibility, another important part, accessibility has to be there for everyone. Poor people, village people, rural people, city people, right? Next is National Health Mission. National Health Mission focuses on what? What is National Health Mission? It focuses on cities, rural areas, that we provide the health facilities to everyone, right? And this also subsumed two important missions, National Rural Health Mission, National Rural Health Mission and National Urban Health Mission. Then this was created, subsuming both of these. This started in 2005 and this started in 2013, rural health. And this came into 2013 itself, National Health Mission. So all these things we have to integrate. We have to read like this, okay, whenever any topic is coming. Financial support will be providing medical facilities for slum and rural population. So it is doing what? Being equitable. Equitable health infrastructure we are providing. Equality, better treatment for everyone, right? So this is the topic and all the important things I have discussed. Now question time. What is the answer for this one? C, correct? Sometimes budget becomes important, like Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat mission, right? See, when it was announced, PM Abhim was announced. So through investment, enhancing the infrastructure through investment in centers, critical care beds, block health public unit, these all are the things where we will be working on. Laboratories for surveillance, for taking care of the things, right? Checking, focusing on improved rural healthcare access, which is very, very important. Health should be for everyone. Treatment should be equitable for everyone. Grants to local government, financial part, recommended by 15th Finance Commission to strengthen grassroots health system. 15th Finance Commission. See, UPSC asks different variety of questions. So currently 16th Finance Commission is in news. Yes or no? Whenever you read any topic, see how you can expand it. Like all the important things you should know. 16th Finance Commission is in news every day because allocation of funds, right? What is happening? This grant was given under 15th Finance Commission. What is the duration of 16th Finance Commission? When will the 16th Finance Commission be effective? Is it effective now for 16th Finance Commission? What is the Finance Commission? Finance Commission is what? It is a body for helping the government to allocate the fund between center and state. Yes or no? Right? Allocation of funds is being done under Finance Commission. What is the time period? What is the time period of Finance Commission? 5 years, right? Committee, or who all are the members? How many members are there? Everything related to Finance Commission is important. How many members are there? when it is effective from Finance Commission. Is it effective now, 2025? No. 1st April 2026. So 16th Finance Commission will be effective from 1st April 2026. And plus 5 year means 2031 till 31st March. So this is the time period of Finance Commission. Very important, okay? Any statement-based question can come. Okay? Who is the chairperson? Chairman of the Finance Commission, 16th Finance Commission. Go and find the answers. Whenever 16th Finance Commission is there, revise this topic. Very important, huh? Then it will become easy for you. So regional imbalances are there. Problems are there. That is why we are providing the affordable tertiary healthcare. Next is incentive honorariums under NHM. So this is the important thing. Mains question, discuss the key components and its role in strengthening India's healthcare system. Okay. Pilibhit Tiger Reserve to become a new rhino sanctuary. Very, very important. Rhino distribution. What all species are there of the rhino? So Pilibhit Tiger Reserve. First of all, location. Where is it? Any guesses? Pilibhit Tiger Reserve. Uttar Pradesh. First question. Okay. So it is a tiger reserve. Now it will be a rhino sanctuary also. Why? What could be the reason that we are calling it as, we are going to be calling it as a rhino sanctuary? Why? Because, see, first of all, distribution of rhinos. Rhinos are found in Nepal, Assam and other areas. Asian, right? Next is, these Uttar Pradesh and Bihar share boundary with Nepal, correct? So from Nepal, these rhinos are moving to this tiger reserve. So that is why we will have increase in rhino population. So we are terming it as rhino sanctuary also. This is the reason for this initiative. Okay. It's gearing up to become a sanctuary for rhinos relocated from Nepal and Assam. So relocation of rhinos is in news. Relocation of rhinos. It will be done from Nepal and Assam to Pilibhit Tiger Reserve. Okay. A stretch will be prepared. Permanent habitat. Now, important topic related to this thing is what? So, permanent habitat is going to be in Pilibhit Tiger Reserve. Why? Because population, because of the population. And Uttar Pradesh is the location. Next is lies along Indo-Nepal border, foothills of Himalaya. Gomti River originates from PTR. Gomti River is a tributary of Ganga River. Okay, Gomti River is flowing through this PTR. Other rivers are Sharda Dam is also there. These are the basic facts related to Pilibhit Tiger Reserve. Now again, habitat and climate, you can see moist deciduous forest. So see, moist deciduous forest, which trees are coming under this? Sal forest, tall grassland. This question is also asked sometimes. Okay. Flora you can read and fauna also you can read. We find leopard, Bengal tiger, swamp deer, hog deer, Bengal florican. Bird species are great hornbill. Very, very important. Okay. If question comes for Pilibhit Tiger Reserve, they can ask that great hornbill is found in Pilibhit Tiger Reserve or not. Or what other species can be asked? What other species can be asked? Florican will not be asked. Great hornbill. Okay. Remember great hornbill. Next is biodiversity conservation. A vital habitat for endangered species. Tigers are already there and Bengal floricans. Next is new rhino sanctuary, protecting rhino, conserving the rhinos. Pilibhit Tiger Reserve is very important because it was granted International TX2 award in few years back. International TX2 award means, any guesses? Guys, what is this award? Adityan? International TX2 award. What is this award? Any guess? Any guess? Guys, online students, hi. Can you type hi or yes? Who all are there? TX2 means what? It is related to, be loud, be confident. It's okay to do mistakes, but at least you're doing something. Tiger, correct, tiger. Tiger reserve, right? So connect the thing, no? Tiger. Tiger into 2 means what? Tiger x2. Population, what? Doubling the tiger population. So this is an award. Why? We already know that tiger population is highest in which country? Tiger population is highest in which country? Last class I told you. Tiger population highest in which country? 80% of tigers are found in which country? India. Correct. Sure. Okay, she is not sure. Go and find the answer. So, doubling the tiger count was the aim, and India is doing such a phenomenal job in doubling the tiger count, right? So, this award was granted to Pilibhit Tiger Reserve. Next is related to rhino. Also, now it has become more important related to rhino. Next is World Rhino Day. When do we celebrate World Rhino Day, and when do we celebrate World Tiger Day? All these facts are very important. These things are like you cannot avoid or skip. Any statement, any question can come. World Rhino Day is celebrated on September 22 and Tiger Day. Find the answer, okay? Why rhinos are important? What is the role of rhino in the ecosystem? Guys? Which of the river originates from the PDB Tiger Reserve? Adityan? Answer? Adityan? Hi. Yes. Adityan? Answer? See? Gomti is a tributary of which river? So rivers again becomes very important for UPSC. Rivers and its tributaries, Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus. Very, very important. So you should know what all tributaries are there for every river. Whenever any river is in news, just do this simple task. Go and find the tributary or the source of the river. Very, very important. So Gomti originates from Pilibhit Tiger Reserve and it is a tributary of Ganga River. Okay. How does the Pilibhit Tiger Reserve contribute to wildlife conservation in India? And in the context of Terai Arc landscape, recent rhino introduction effort. So this context has to be mentioned. Coming to the rhino species. How many species are found in the world for rhinos? 5. Black rhino, which is found in Africa. White rhino, Indian rhinoceros, and Javan and Sumatran. So Indian rhinos are found in India. Okay, white rhinos are the largest in number and second largest is Indian rhino. Okay, Sumatran, the smallest of the Asian rhino. These are the pictures. Their status becomes important. 5 species are there. You have to remember the status. What is their protection status? Protection status means black rhino, it is critically endangered. White rhino, near threatened. Sumatran, critically endangered. This also critically endangered. And this is vulnerable. So Indian rhino is vulnerable. But in this, our Wildlife Protection Act, it is kept under which schedule? And cites which appendix? Schedule 1, the Wildlife Protection Act, okay, and cites appendix 1, okay, very important. So global rhino population, you will see that Asia. In Asia, Sumatran, Javan and great and one-horned rhinos are found. These 3 species are found in Asia region. Great one-horned, Sumatran and Javan. Global leaders to participate in Raisina dialogue. It is happening. Raisina. Where is Raisina? New Delhi. So it is happening in New Delhi. Raisina dialogue means New Delhi. And every year, this is an annual dialogue. This is an annual dialogue. Many countries are coming and participating. What is the importance of this dialogue? This is the first question that should come to our mind. Why Raisina dialogue is important? Answer, guys. Why Raisina dialogue is important? Very simple answers are there because we discuss every day in classes, I think, right? India's role, position. Raisina dialogue, different countries are involved, different ministries, different bodies are involved. So what is the importance of this Raisina dialogue in 2025? Hmm? Think and give me points. Hmm? Fast. We don't have time. Connect the points with international relations. Wherever international relation question comes, India's position, India's image should come as the first point. India's standing. Right? So it will help in strengthening India's image, India's standing. Second thing, better relations with countries. So who is participating? Several foreign ministers and New Zealand Prime Minister. So better relations with these nations. Where is New Zealand? New Zealand is where? Location? Australia? New Zealand, guys? Location? India's left or right? Left or right? South Pole, North Pole? South Pole? Left or right? India's left or right? Left. I will kill you. India. This is India. Left or right? Australia. Where is Australia? And New Zealand is where? Close to Australia or close to India? Huh? Go and check world map. At least in the current affairs class, you should bring map. Please bring the map and open it. World map, you should keep it open. Whenever I say any location, just look at the map. No problem. Hmm? New Zealand. So better relations. Why this, guys? Why this relation with New Zealand is important? New Zealand and other Pacific countries. Hmm? Trade. Trade is very important, but one more important thing is there. Better relations with countries. Why it is important? China. Correct? So this is important because international relations, security and economy. Security is a major component of every dialogue, every partnership, right? Trust-based partnership should be there. Trust is not there in the Indo-Pacific region. Why? China's presence, right? So China's actions are forcing us or leading to a new collaboration, new partnership, which is a good thing only. Correct? So New Zealand Prime Minister, name is important, Christopher Luxon, with foreign ministers from 18 countries, global firms, foreign policy experts gather in New Delhi for the Raisina dialogue. Why this name has been given Raisina? Because of Raisina Hills, okay, which is in New Delhi. This is the location. Okay, India's premier conference on geopolitics and geoeconomics. Economy is also involved. Security is also involved. Remember this thing. Focuses on now economy, security, and relations. So it will obviously focus on the critical challenges that we are facing currently. Indo-Pacific regions are facing currently. Critical challenges. Next is modeled after Munich Security Conference and Shangri-La Dialogue. So these are the inspiration behind this dialogue. Okay. Annually, it is happening New Delhi, hosted by Observer Research Foundation, based in New Delhi, in collaboration with Ministry of External Affairs. This is important. This can be asked. This statement: who is organizing this thing? Who are collaborating? Okay. Next is who participates. So already we saw that many people are coming. Foreign expert, policy experts are there. Global firms are there. Countries are there. Right? Theme. Theme becomes another important part. Theme is Kala Chakra, people, peace and planet. See, peace. Peace means opposite to China. Right? Peace is opposite to China. So remember this thing. Why peace is there? Security. Significance. Why? Significance of Raisina dialogue is what? India's rising global influence. See, significance is what? Rising global influence. India's position, India's image. So India is wanting to strengthen its image, yes or no? By taking different initiatives. So this becomes important. So it will help us in gaining the strength and partnership of the countries also. Foster strategic partnership, location-based partnership. Next is policy debates. So it will provide a platform. So what was the matter of discussion? There were different issues that is going on currently. There are different issues. Weaponization of trade. Weaponization of trade means what? This was a major issue that was discussed. Weaponization of trade means what? This term can be asked in mains examination, obviously, not in prelims. Weaponization of trade means what? How do we weaponize trade? Good term, na? Weaponization of trade means weapon, you know, right? Weapon is what? To defend also and to offend also, right? So we use it for two purposes. So weaponization of trade means what? Essence of weaponization. How do we weaponize trade, guys? By putting sanctions, tariffs, right? Tariffs. European Union's carbon deal is in news. Carbon deal. It is not good for developing countries. Carbon tax will be there. By European Union. It will be charging, the goods will be charged carbon tax. All the goods which are heavily dependent on fossil fuels. Goods that are produced by using fossil fuels, which are emitting more carbon. So more tax. More tax means more products become high price in the market. So when India is exporting something to European countries, it will be high in European countries. The products will be high in the local market. So obviously people will not opt for the high price product. They will be opting for the lesser price product, because obviously quality is also there, other things are also there, many things, right? So this is not good for India. This is what weaponization of trade, yes or no? Because India did not emit that much of carbon. Why it is being charged like that, right? India is not a major contributor of carbon emission. Yes, China is there, other countries are there. Why? Polluted. Polluted, and carbon emission is different. Global warming. So India is not contributing towards the global warming. Pollution will be there because we are not able to tackle it. Because Delhi, trees, everything is less, and other areas are also there, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. So air, right? So this is the thing. What is happening is they are weaponizing the trade. Means developing countries will be affecting. Trade means sanction, tariffs, taxes, different taxes. So when we put some tax, so it is like weaponizing it. Negativity will be there. Okay. Question: which organization co-hosts the Raisina dialogue along with the Ministry of External Affairs? Answer is A, B, C, D. B, correct? Okay. How does this dialogue contribute to India's foreign policy? Whenever we talk about India's foreign policy, we can give an example of Raisina dialogue. Okay. How it is strengthening the relation and global diplomatic engagement. Next is significance in shaping international discourse. So major issues are being handled, being discussed, solutions being provided. PMUR 3.0, Ministry of Education. Very, very important. This ministry is launching. So direct question, PM Yuva is launched by which ministry? And what is the full form of this PM Yuva? Launches PM scheme for mentoring young authors. So this is related to authoring the books. Authoring. So fund will be there. Scholarship will be provided. Young authors. So they will be trained. Mentoring, mentorship is there. So in every scheme, now what is the current trend of the Indian government? We are seeing that in every scheme, mentoring word is there, right? National Education Policy also, PM, Shri schools are there, which are acting as mentors. In this science, related to science, PM Atal, Atal, right? Atal labs are there. In that also, mentoring is there. So these things are very important. The trend of the government. Ministry of Education launches. So Department of Higher Education under ministry is implementing this, launching this. Objective is what? Below 30 years becomes important. Youth. What is the definition of youth? Again, young, youth. Who are called youth? No. From which age to which age? Youth. This is really very good that you do not remember the age group of youth every time I ask. Youth bracket, age bracket is what? Adityan. Youth age bracket. Online students, do you know the age bracket of youth? Age bracket of demographic dividend, do you know? Don't Google it. I'll give the answer. 15 to 29. Okay. So people between 15 to 29 are called youth. Okay. So below 30 years, they should not reach 30 years of age. Below 30 years will be getting the mentorship to promote reading, writing and book culture in India. Writers who can document India's past, present and future. So India is working towards propagating India's glorious past, future also and present also. So there are so many works that are being done. Next is key themes will be this: contribution of Indian diaspora in nation building, Indian knowledge system and makers of modern India. So we are trying to what? We are trying to rewrite the history from India's context. Okay. Majority of Indian history is written from some other context. Okay. So time is changing now. Implementing agency is National Book Trust India. Will oversee the execution. Next is feature. Applicants must submit a 10,000 word book proposal. And this will be the plan. All these things have to be there, not important for us. Next is selection process. 50 young authors will be selected by NBT. Past beneficiaries of PM Yuva are ineligible. Who already got the benefit of the scheme 1.0 and 2.0. It is not 3.0. Okay. Opportunities. So there will be different opportunities provided. Translation into multiple Indian languages and promotion. Scholarship is what? 50,000 per month for 6 months. This is important. 10% royalty on successful book publication. 3 lakh per author. See, all these numbers are important. Any statement can be made. Under PM Yuva, 3 lakh is given to per author. Is it correct? Significance, we already know that promoting young writers to come and write about India's past, present and future. Next is enhances global recognition. India's contribution boosts literary culture. Question, which organization is responsible? Guys, which organization is responsible? Batao. Okay. Under which ministry? NBT. Ministry of Education. Mains question. How does the PM Yuva contribute to fostering a reading and writing culture in India? Discuss its impact on India's literary and cultural landscape. India's forex reserve surged by 15.267 billion. So this has surged. Foreign exchange reserves. Foreign exchange reserves are what? They are foreign asset currency held by the central bank of countries. These reserves are denominated in US dollar. This is very important. US dollar denomination will be there. Okay. Next is what? The international standard currency. Components of India's forex reserve. What are the components? So these are the components. The simple question, direct question can come. The components, foreign currency assets are there. Gold reserves are there. Special drawing rights and reserve tranche position. These all are the part of forex reserves. India's reserve capital with the IMF. This we have to keep with IMF. And special drawing rights are what? These are the assets created by IMF to supplement the official reserves of its member country. SDR is issued, but this is not a currency. We have to be very clear. Okay. So to supplement the reserves that is kept by the country. Okay. In IMF, under IMF, foreign currency assets held in currencies euro, pound, sterling, yen, and biggest contributor to India's forex reserve. Purpose of foreign exchange reserves are what? Ensuring liquidity, stability, managing currency value. So these are the purpose of forex reserve. What happens when we keep the forex reserve? Boosting international confidence and managing economic shocks. Significance of forex, rising forex reserve. India's forex reserve is rising. What will be the significance? Economic stability will be there, right? India's financial stability and global investment confidence will also be there. If India has high forex reserves, what will happen? Global confidence will be there. More investment helps manage trade deficit also. Reduces the impact of import cost. Inflation control will also be there and strengthens India's global standing. Now the question, which of the following is not a part of India's foreign exchange reserve? Which is not a part of India's foreign exchange reserve? Very simple question. Which is not a part of FX? Jasim, answer. C. Others are part of. Gold reserves are part of foreign exchange reserve. Gold reserves. Correct. Corporate bonds are not. What are these reserves? Discuss their role in maintaining India's economic stability and currency management. Mudumal megalithic menhirs. Currently, what happened is many sites were added in the UNESCO tentative list. So when we tag any site as UNESCO World Heritage Site, before this thing, before tagging, before giving this recognition of World Heritage Site, these sites have to be nominated in the UNESCO tentative list. They have to be kept in this list, tentative list. What happens when the site is being kept in tentative list? The officials will come, they will investigate everything, they will actually come and see the site and all the things that are related to the set. They will read it, they will study the proper things, and then this is given after 1 year. This heritage, World Heritage Site tag is given to the sites. Okay, so currently more sites were added. I think 6 sites were added. Yeah. So they have been added, and in this sites, Ashokan edicts are also there, which is very, very important. One of its kind, first of its kind, Ashokan edicts. Do you know Ashokan edicts? What are they? No. So their edicts are what? Edicts are pillars, or they are written on rock surfaces. Ashoka used to do what? Ashoka used to inscribe his words or his things on the pillars or the rock surfaces or the caves. They are called as Ashokan edicts. The message that he wanted to give to his people, that what should be the role of an officer, what should be the role of a common man, what should be the role of a king. So he was the first king to directly contact to his people with this kind of source, and this was the kind of a constitution in the Ashokan time. It served as constitution. Okay, so those also have been added in the tentative list. There are other sites also. Chauset Yogini Temple is also there. Chauset Yogini Temple. Why this was in news? Chauset Yogini Temple. Last time I covered in the current affairs class, Chauset Yogini Temple was in news because Parliament building. This is already very old news. 2021 it was in news first time. Parliament building, which is circular, right? So it is shaped in on the basis of Chauset Yogini Temple, modeled after Chauset Yogini Temple only. Okay, so that from that year itself it is in news. Mudumal megalithic menhirs added to tentative list. It is in Telangana. First information is Telangana megalithic. So it belongs to megalithic period. Megalithic. This is a prehistoric period where we do not have any written records. Prehistoric. History is divided into prehistory and history. In history, what happens is we have written records, we have evidences. Prehistory is no written records have been found. Only the material have been found which was used by people. Okay. So megalithic comes under prehistory period, and they are what? Megalith word means, mega means big. Mega means big and lithic means stones. Big stone culture. So it was a big stone culture. Why it is termed as like this? Because they used to do what? See the picture, then you will understand. Megalith. So they used to place these big stones on a certain location. There were different purposes for it. Sometimes they were marking it, the graveyard site were marked by these stones. Okay, so we have found evidences of this thing in different areas, Central India, South, right? So this is why they are called as megalithic culture, to mark the area. So menhirs are large upright standing stones. They are found all around the world. Okay, not only in India, everywhere they are found, and part of megalithic burial or ritual site. Two purposes were there, either for rituals or for burials. Okay, so to mark the burial site, found in Africa, Europe, Asia, and highest concentration is found in Western Europe. Okay, this shape is given, so you can read this thing. Possible uses: engravings related to fertility rites or seasonal cycle. Megaliths are what? Large stone structure for burial or other non-burial purposes. Significance of Mudumal. Telangana's menhir is what? South India's largest megalithic burial site. This is South India's largest megalithic because this is in news. So we have to know the basic facts, important facts related to this burial site. South India's largest burial site. And next important thing is, Telangana has how many World Heritage Sites? Telangana. It has an astronomical significance also. Ancient astronomical observatory. It used to be, because we do not have any written thing. We do not know. We are just assuming things, right? So it is thought to be an astronomical observatory. Now, they align with the solar events, equinoxes, solstice, and a unique menhir with cup marks is believed to be the earliest depiction of a constellation. There is a structure that is made, and that is believed to be the depiction of a constellation, earliest depiction of a constellation. Cultural and religious significance is also there. Some menhirs are worshipped. Okay, tentative list. It is very important for getting the UNESCO tag. Okay, UNESCO recognition. Okay, Telangana has only one UNESCO World Heritage Site as of now. These are the other sites which are added. So total 6 sites were added. Kanged Valley National Park, which is in Chhattisgarh. So see what kind of question can come. These sites are in news, right? So site name and their location can be asked. So remember the location. Ashokan edicts, multiple states. Ashokan edicts are found out of India also. Northwestern border. Okay, Chauset Yogini temple, Gupta temples, again very important. Golden age of ancient India. Palace, fortresses of the Bundelas. So these all have been added. Let's see what all sites get the recognition. India has now 62 sites on the tentative list. Now question, which state? Yeah, mains question, significance of the menhirs in the context of India's archaeological heritage, and how does their inclusion leads to preservation? Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative. New Zealand, again, Rice in a dialogue also New Zealand participated, right? Now, Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative. Specifically, exclusive PM Modi and New Zealand's Luxon commit to strengthen ties and promote regional stability. See the importance of the topic. If the topic is coming again and again, then you have to remember who is the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Christopher? Yes. Okay. So India welcomed Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative. India has welcomed New Zealand's participation. Now, this participation highlights what? Same thing, international relation, peace, security, trade. These will be impacted. Okay, peace, stability, and maritime security is another important thing. Security matlab maritime also. So Indo-Pacific region security becomes important because of China's assertive actions. China's action. Okay. So again, next is launched 2019 by India. in the East Asia Summit. This initiative, Indo-Pacific Initiative, was launched in 2019 by India. Okay, very important. All the things that India is leading becomes important. Okay, builds upon the security and growth of all in the region. Sagar Initiative. This IPOI is building, taking inspiration from the Sagar Initiative, security and growth for all in the region. Okay, aims to provide free, open, rules-based Indo-Pacific region. Okay, trust-based partnership. Mahasagar is different. Okay, key features. So see, this one more important point is there. It is not legally binding. Okay, not legally binding. Any action that is taken, any topic that is discussed, any conclusion that they're reaching to, it is not legally binding. They do not have to bind it. They do not have to follow it. It is not mandatory. Non-treaty based voluntary arrangement relies on the existing East Asia Pacific Summit. 7 pillars of IPOI and leading nation. Maritime security, India, UK. Maritime ecology, Australia, Thailand. Maritime resources, these countries lead. France and Indonesia. Capacity building, disaster risk management. This will not be asked, but these are the pillars of the IPOI. Next is, what is the significance? Security, trade related things. Geopolitical significance is also there, right? Strategic significance is there because of the tension that is going on in Indo-Pacific region. Environmental and scientific focus. Marine resources because of Indo-Pacific, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, right? So marine resources becomes important. Climate change mitigation, science related work, scientific research that we are doing. Now, question, which of the following statements about the Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative is correct? Answer, Ibrahim. B is correct. First is not correct. B is correct or not correct? When was it launched? 2018 or 19? 2019. B is not correct. First is not correct because it is not a legally binding treaty. It is a non-treaty based voluntary approach for maritime cooperation. Maritime cooperation we are looking. Next is new institutional framework for regional maritime governance. Is it establishing a new institutional framework? So C will be the answer. Discuss the significance of the initiative in enhancing maritime security. What is the significance? Maritime security, regional cooperation. Next is, how does New Zealand participation contribute to the initiative? So when it participated, how it is going to change the things. Okay. Exercise Varuna between India and France. So these kind of exercise are also asked. Simple question that can come is, this exercise was held between what countries? Or exercise Varuna is conducted between what all countries? India and France. So there were two exercises in news, Bango Sagar and India Varuna exercise. 23rd edition, high intensity joint operation it is a bilateral naval exercise established, initiated in 1993 and renamed. Symbol of strong Indo-French strategic tie. Participants, aircraft carrier INS Vikrant, fighter aircrafts will also be there. You can read all these things. These things are not asked usually. Just remember the important points. Okay. Question. This is important. Consider the following statement about exercise Varuna. Answer. Answer is B. 2 and 3. First is not correct. Why? United Kingdom is not there, right? So first is eliminated. If we eliminate first, All the options will be eliminated, right? 1, 1 and 1. So 2 and 3 are correct. Significance of Varuna exercise in strengthening the cooperation between India and France, and how will it lead to India's maritime security in the Indo-Pacific? Bongo Sagar 2025. So India-Bangladesh naval exercise, petrol despite strained ties. Relationships are not good, still they are conducting the exercise. So it makes us understand what, it reflects what strained ties are there. Relationship is not good, still they are working for this exercise, means that a broad perspective, broad goal is there, right? Maritime security, huh? Indo-Pacific region, again, India-Bangladesh conduct exercise, 5th edition of the bilateral naval exercise, Bay of Bengal, and India and Bangladesh are participating. 2019 it started. And then same thing, collaborative response to maritime security threat. So this is Bay of Bengal region. So whatever threat, whatever challenge they are facing, they will be working towards it. Okay, next is participating warships. So these will be the activities that will be conducted. You can read this question. Easy. B, huh? So about exercise Bongo Sagar. India and Bangladesh, correct? How does Bongo Sagar contribute to enhancing India-Bangladesh? Same question, same kind of question, huh? How this will enhance the cooperation and also Indo-Pacific security framework. International Olympic Committee. How Kirsty Coventry emerged the runaway winner of the IOC polls. So she has won the elections and was the only woman in a field of 7 candidates fighting the election. So, International Olympic Committee President is who? Kirsty Coventry. First women and African President of the IOC. Very, very important. First women and African President. A historic milestone that represents what? Gender balance also, regional balance also, right? Women empowerment in global sports governance. This word is important. Global sports governance. Next is former. Coventry herself is former Olympic swimmer from Zimbabwe. This becomes more important because the sports person herself will be the president. Then better things will be there. Yes or no? She will be understanding the things better. Okay. Foundation and headquarter 1894. It was founded IOC and to revive the ancient Greek Olympics. Headquarter is in Switzerland. IOC's headquarter is in Switzerland. Mission is what? Building a better world through sports. Roles and responsibilities. So IOC will do what? International Olympic Committee does what? What is the role? So governs the Olympic Games, summer, winter and youth. Oversees national Olympic committees worldwide. Whatever task is happening, whatever activities are happening related to Olympics, it will oversee. Ensures the charter adherence also. Is it following the things? Whenever any activity is being conducted, is it following the rules and regulations of the things, guidelines, right? Ethical competition is there or not? Annual meeting. IOC session is an annual kind of session. Composition 101 voting members plus 45 honorary members. And major responsibilities are what? Of IOC Olympic Charter we have to follow whenever we are doing anything. Electing IOC President and Executive Board and selecting host cities. Very, very important for future Olympic Games. Process of selecting the host country for the Olympics is what? First, informal dialogue will be there. Then targeted dialogue. Here, many countries will be participating in formal dialogue. Next is preferred host country refines its proposal. Targeted dialogue. Next is final selection. After looking at all aspects, whether a country will be able to conduct this Olympic Games or not, then the decision is taken. And these things are kept in mind while we choose a host country for the Olympic game. Alignment with local development goal, infrastructure readiness is there or not. Next is financial sustainability, funding strategy. What is the funding pattern? Public support and socio-economic impact. What India is trying to do? India wants to host Olympics, right? But is it enough? Do we have the kind of funding and infrastructure to host the Olympic kind of game? What all things are there in Olympics? There are so many countries participating in Olympics. So what do we need? Space, right? Transportation, facilities, accommodation, so many things are there, right? And for all this thing, we need money. Yes or no? Correct? Competing countries, these are the competing countries, India versus Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and another nation. India wants to compete in 2036 hosting countries list. Coventry supports India's bid. She is from which country? This question can be asked. Recently, IOC elected a woman as president. She belongs to which country? And which region? Africa? Yes? So she is supporting India's bid, and India is doing so many things for Africa. Yes or no? Hmm? So, it, but stresses the need for good governance and transparency. She wants India to host, but obviously there are some loopholes which India has to work on, and it should strengthen its sport administration governance. Then only this will become reality. Otherwise, it will not become the reality. Answer. Who will give the answer? A. 1 and 2 only. Are you sure? Why third is not correct? Hmm? Anupriya, third is not correct. Ibrahim, third. International Olympic Committee's responsibility. We saw, no? What is the responsibility? Third is wrong or right? Wrong. You sure? It is right. IOC sees what? Oversees that the charter, Olympic charter is being followed. Second thing, president election. Third thing, what? Host countries selection. This is very, very important. IOC is the only committee which is doing this thing. There are three levels, there are three phases of selecting a country, we saw, right? So it is responsible for selecting host cities. Second, why this is correct, Adityan? No, this is not correct. Switzerland is there, but this is not there. First, correct? First is correct. So if we eliminate second option, what is the answer? C, 1 and 3. Okay. This should not be like, how can you mark this as wrong? This is not correct. Means, discuss the role of IOC in global sports governance. Very, very important. IOC in global sports governance, and how does India's bid for 2036 Olympics align with the IOC selection criteria? So write all the answers for the question. This was the class today, and submit the answers. I will see you next week. Read the newspaper well and write all the important topics, at least the topics you can write, so that when I ask, you can answer the questions. Yes or no? Who will be hosting the next Olympics? In how many years are the Olympics being held? Games? 4 years? Who is the next host country? This year, last country which hosted Olympics is France. Next country? Find the answer. Whenever these things are in news, you should know current hosting country, next hosting country. This is asked whenever it is in news. Okay. Jasim, you sure it is France? Last. Find the answer. Thank you.